Hey everybody, I'm John. I collect cards. Hope you're all doing well and happy opening day. It is Thursday, March 28th. It sounds a little strange to me anyway to say happy opening day on a Thursday. I'm so used to having opening day be on a Monday, maybe a Tuesday, but I think usually a Monday. But here we are. 2024 season is upon us in Major League Baseball. Good luck to all of your teams out there. My favorite team, the New York Yankees, did win their opener today. They won at Houston 5-4. Juan Soto went 1 for 3 with an RBI and a pair of walks, I think, in his debut with the Yankees. Judge had a hit, and Rizzo had a hit, and I think a ribby or two, and like almost everybody in the lineup had a hit. And it looks they kind of staved off a Houston attempt to tie it in the ninth. So good game all around there for the Yanks. Always good to pick up a win in Houston, and I guess a nice way to start the season. So maybe it'll bode well. But what I want to do in this video is just sort of show a couple of pickups I've got. Really short video today. So I'm just going to turn the phone around and do that. It's been a pretty good week on my end this week. I was actually away for much of the week since Friday, actually last week, and just got back last night. And so there were a couple of things waiting for me when I got back, and so I'm going to show them to you now, so stick around. Okay, so one of the packages waiting for me when I got home last night was from Baseball Collector, from his ongoing autograph and relic sale. I picked up 3 autographs from him, and I'm really excited to get them. They're of players who I didn't have autographs for before, and so really excited to get them, and I think they're really cool examples. The first one that I'm going to show here is this Phil Rizzuto auto. Again, I grew up listening to this guy's voice over the course of my childhood, broadcasting Yankee games. An absolute, legend in Yankee world, and just, a great shortstop on those World Series teams in the 40s and 50s. And even an AL MVP in 1950. He's got great autographs, so I'm really, really happy to finally have a Phil Rizzuto autograph. So this is one of the cards I got from Mike. This is was it Pacific Trading 1988. I just thought he had a couple of, he had like 2 or 3 Rizzuto autos, and when I saw those, I was like, I definitely want to get one of these, and to me this was the best looking card of the bunch, and in terms of like looked up other examples of them. And I love how he actually has the Rizzuto going across up like that. I think that just looks really, really good. So really excited to have that one. And then the second of the 3 I picked up was this really cool, and this comes from me being out of the hobby in the late 90s when this came out. This is no, actually I don't think it was it the late 90s? Yeah, I think it was 1999. Yeah, 1999 Fleer. They did a little tie-in with Sports Illustrated, and this is a Ron Santo autograph incorporating a magazine cover from, I believe it's 1969, when the Cubs got off to a great start. So this is June 20th, I think it says 1969. And obviously, for those who know what happened in the National League East in 1969, the first year of division play, the Cubs got off to a great start, and the Mets eventually caught them, the Miracle Mets. So the Cubs essentially blew a lead that year. But Ron Santo was a key part of that Cubs team at third base, Hall of Famer. Love that cover photo, and it was just a nice autograph. I kind of pull for the Cubs as well, along with the Yankees. So, and that's not a forever thing since, back when I was a kid. That's more of a kind of an adult growing up, kind of like, I lived in Chicago for a couple of years. I went to college in the Midwest where, their AAA team is in the same town where I went to college. So, kind of eventually I kind of became a Cub fan a little bit. So this is a cool auto to have as well. And there might be more of these in my future. When I realized, I don't collect magazines, but I really like the Sports Illustrateds from, historically. And so there are a number of really cool examples from this series back in 99, again, when I was totally out of the hobby. So did not even know these existed, to be honest with you. And so, so just super excited to pick that up. There are actually a few more on eBay that I'm actually following of other players who had really cool covers from SI that they incorporated onto a card. So who knows? There might be some more of those in my future. Just just for if the opportunity arises and the price is right and not too out of this world. But again, that's a really cool auto. Love having that one. Here's the third one. It's actually the kind of the biggest of the bunch in terms of price. But really, all three of these were fairly priced in my estimation. Kind of looking up current comps on eBay, either sold or for sale. This is a 2005. That one was 99. This was 2005, I think. Again, I was still way out of the hobby in 2005. Upper Deck Baseball Heroes Mike Schmidt autograph numbered to 99. I did not have a Mike Schmidt auto yet, and he has been on my radar to try to finally pick up one. And when I saw that Mike had a Schmidt auto in his list, I was like, I think I got to go for this one and finally kind of add this to my autograph collection. Schmidt's autos are not, like in recent products, they go for a pretty penny. And again, I thought Mike had this one at a pretty good price, so I went and got this, and it's a nice shot of him from, just kind of at bat. I wanted him in a hitting photo of him rather than a fielding photo, even though he was an awesome third baseman, multi-Gold Glove winner. I know him more for being a home run hitter, and so it kind of recognizes his 500th homer in '87. So Michael Jack Schmidt is my third auto here. So I got these three from Mike. Again, thanks, Mike, for kind of making these available, and good luck as you're whittling that list down and selling more. Some great stuff on that spreadsheet that he has there. So I encourage you to check it out if you haven't already. So I picked up those three, and then the other thing waiting for me when I got home yesterday, I added my my fourth 1954 Bowman Hall of Famer who was not in the 1954 Topps baseball set. So a few videos back, I talked about a new goal that I've gotten underway where there are 14 Hall of Famers who are not in the 1954 Topps set, who are either in Bowman or Red Heart, 13 in Bowman, 1 in Red Heart, being Stan Musial. But I got Bob Lemon in the mail, waiting for me when I got home in an EX5. It's an older cert number, but a newer slab. So I imagine this was a reholder at some point. I imagine I've never done a reholder myself, but I imagine they maintained the cert number, I guess, when they put it in a new slab. So that's what I'm thinking was done here. It's a halfway decent 5. It's centered well. The centering's pretty good. It's got a little bit of some edge issues on it, but overall, I think this is a perfectly good example. I got this for $30. A little less than VCP. I think VCP average right now is about 33 or 34, so nice to get it for a few bucks under that. And what I'm really kind of, I think, going to aim for the Hall of Famers who are kind of at the well, they're all great, amazing ball players, but for the players who aren't Mickey Mantle or Pee Wee Reese or Roy Campanella or maybe even Bob Feller, his teammate, who are probably at another tier in terms of price, I'm going to try to find everybody else that I don't have yet in at least a 5. I'm going to try to keep it collector grade, excuse me, if I can. So guys like Early Wynn, Robin Roberts, who I need to get those to. There are a couple of others, I think, who are kind of at that level in terms of what they're kind of going for price-wise. Going to try to get them in a 5, if at all possible. Ralph Kiner would be another one. So players like that. And then, for the biggest ones, I'll see what I can do and just kind of make the best purchase for me over time. Again, this will likely take, a couple of years, I'd say, because, there are other cards I'm going to want to pick up as we go. And speaking of that, I do have a SGC grading order on the way. It should arrive on Saturday. So I hope to have that video for you on Saturday. It's another 5-card order. And with that, we'll wrap it up. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Enjoy the 2024 season. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.